Hello, Meimei. Oh, it's not Meimei meowing. Hi, Alpha 2, looking, no coat. And Etna, Meimei. So, morning everybody. It is actually quite early in the morning. We have Meimei going into the vet for her pregnancy x-ray. We're about 9 days out, sorry. And we're going in the same time as Rain's kittens are being desexed. Hey, Poss. Got her crate already. I have no idea why I put a Christmas blanket in there. It is not Christmas anymore. Hi, Poss. Might have to use 2 hands to guide you in. How are you doing? Oh, Poss, she's super smoochy. Just such a beautiful girl. And she's losing so much of her fluff. And we've had some really, really warm days. And we're right in the middle of summer, so the fact that she's still got all this fluff is a bit unusual. Okay. Are you going to go in there? No, not you. Yeah, no. In you go. Oh. Hang on, I'll come back. Okay, there we go. You good girl? Okay. Oh. Yeah, it's the difference between the winter fluff and summer coat is absolutely crazy. I don't even recognise Alpha 2 now, but this video is on Meimei. So we're going to go and find out how many kittens she has. Very exciting. And I'll show you guys a picture of her x-ray. All right, we are all set. We have Meimei in here right at the end. Hi, Possum. She's a very sweet, quiet, gentle girl. Got all our other little fluffums in there somewhere. There's a nosy, there's a face. All right, we've got about an hour. Oh, maybe a little under hour's drive to the vet. So I'll catch you when we get there. I didn't even realise she was in there. She's not meant to be. Meimei, you have a friend who came with you. Etna. All right, we're at the clinic. I'm just waiting. Okay, all done. I'm going to put a picture of the x-ray up on the screen, so if you can guess how many. It's quite a bit less than I thought, but you know, at least there are some in there. So picture going up now, and I'll check in with you all when I get home. Okay, we're back. It's our stowaway. Are you coming out, Meimei? Alpha 2, off you go. So you will have seen on the x-ray, sorry, the picture wasn't super clear, but Meimei has 2 babies in there. She's gone for quality over quantity. Which is funny because she's actually gained quite a lot of weight, but it's probably just her own healthy weight coming back after, when girls call a lot, like Alpha 2, they do lose weight, condition, and Meimei lost quite a bit because we held her off a little bit longer. And once she was pregnant, it's just like her body relaxed. Where are you off to, doll? Someone's investigating, but yeah, it's just like her body relaxed and she put all this weight back on. So it was a little bit hard to know how much of it was baby weight. Now I'm gonna go and get them some food because they're probably quite hungry. So yes, 2 babies. So we're going to set her, well, I am going to set her up in my room or one of the top bedrooms. And she's due from the 29th. Hi, Possum. So far she's just been pretty chill, pretty easy. Possum, do you want to go and have something to eat? Put some food out. She's like, no, I'm recovering from my ordeal at the vet. Anyway, we'll check in later, maybe tomorrow, when we have her cave all set up. Hi everybody, we are a couple of days later. I've been a wee bit slack filming, just because we've also been on fire watch yet again. But anyway, I'm setting up Meimei's birthing cave. I need to go and get a few more blankets. We've got some up here we can use. But it's been a while since I've done a bit of a detailed explanation. So we've got this canvas crate here. I get the big sort of spongy waterproof bottom mat from, I think it's from Kmart. I think they still have them. It's been a while. I have a lot of them, so I sort of just disinfect, wash and reuse them. And then I will cover this whole cave in blankets so that the mesh is covered so it feels sort of tucked away and private. And we usually have a blanket draping down over the front so she can go in and out as she pleases. We're in the top bedroom, and I make sure that this is pretty much the only option or the best option in the room for her to have kittens. So most of the time the girls just go in there, have a dig. I'll put a blanket over the top of that and they have their kittens in there. I have had the odd girl give birth on the bed. Very rare. I think one in the last like 5 years. That was Pocket. And the other unusual one who did not like being in here was actually Moyu, the last litter we had. And we found her a cardboard box that was much smaller and she was happy. So I think sometimes cats almost think this is a bit big, but most of the time they're great. So, all right, here we go. I am actually thinking I should upgrade my blankets. I feel like I've had these ones for so long and they're holding up well, but sometimes it's sort of nice to have something new. So I might head down to Spotlight. They don't sell the ones I like at Kmart anymore because you don't want them too slippery, but then not too knobbly either for little kittens. So yeah, I might head down to Spotlight. I'm just trying to think when, but yeah, in the next couple of days and see what they have. But in the meantime, this is what we have. So a little curtain comes down here. We can close that bit off too. And she can go and have a good dig in there. So here. I've said this quite a bit on previous videos. It's really important that the mum can leave the cave if she wants. I don't ever condone putting a litter tray, food and water in with the kittens in this small area. I know there's a lot of breeders who do it. Not really a good idea. So this is what I do. And her litter tray is on the opposite side of the room. Her food and water is behind me, or I could probably put it here. We'll see how she goes. She's pretty chill, so I think it'll be fine where it is. But being a maiden, we'll just sort of go with the flow a bit. So I will go and get her. I might wait until the end of the day because it's quite hot and I don't really want to disturb her if she's sleeping too much. Hi, Meimei. Are you having an explore? Good girl. Hi. You'll notice she's lost quite a bit of coat. She's actually shedding so much right now. Hey, Possum. But she's kept a lot more coat than most of the other girls. Good girl. I'm really looking forward to spending some time with you in here. The one-on-one time is so cool. All right, I'm gonna let her have an explore. She's gonna have a sniff of everything. All right, Meimei. We're gonna trim that belly. Oh, you're so cute. I was thinking maybe we might get away with not doing it, but I think we might trim a little bit of it. The clippers here, I don't know how she'll be with them. She's so chill, so I don't think it'll be an issue. You can see she's still got a lot of fluff. So nice. All right, we'll have a go. We'll see how we go. Okay, we've done a little bit of a chop job, but actually that's often better than really close to the skin. I haven't taken the top there off. There's only 2, maybe 3 kittens, so I think we've just cleared 5 to 6. Teats will be fine. Can always take more off later. Good job. I do actually think it's 2. She's very healthy. I think that's why it looked like she had more, but she's just put on so much healthy weight. So I think we've got two bubbas. That eye colour. Hi, Meimei. What are you doing? Just having a coffee. Meimei doesn't have a cup with her name because we were given these, goodness, Suzu, yeah, a few years ago now. Meimei. She's such a smoochy cat. We're just bracing for this horrible 43 degrees Celsius day. I will put what that is in Fahrenheit on the screen. It's yeah, the hottest it's ever been since I've moved here. So yeah, we're not feeling too great about that. By the time this video comes out, everything will be fine. But all right, now we're on bushfire watch. Thankfully there are no fires burning near us. There's a particularly large one down in the Otways, but that's a couple of hours from here. So we should be all right. And Meimei is due in a couple of days. Hello, gorgeous. Gave her a good groom and stripped out a lot of undercoat. Just sort of sitting there, so she feels really nice now, but is looking a bit streamlined. I heard somebody ratting around. Huh. Is she? Darling, are you underneath? Oh, you are. That was a very sad meow. Are you stuck? You can find your way out. There you are. Hello. She's officially due from tomorrow, but you know, sometimes they do go a day or two early, sometimes 3 days early. So she couldn't, you know, she could go tonight. You making sure your nest is acceptable. Good job. We might have to straighten up the blanket though. Okay, oh goodness me, what have you done? She's like, I was making a nice nest. There we go. Okay. Hi. You're very beautiful. Be good if you went tonight or tomorrow. Did you make that all by yourself? A lovingly created nest. so sorry we missed pretty much all of this. I stayed up late and then finally fell asleep. She wasn't really showing any signs, and I woke up to little squeaks. And she has 2 babies. She's very protective of them. Bless her. 2 big babies, I should say. We've got a little one there who's latched on, drinking, which is fantastic. Sorry, Meimei. Yeah, she's quite the protective mama. Every sound she has a growl at, so. Yeah, that's your baby. It's a very large baby. But yeah, I was expecting it to all go quite differently, but nope, she popped them out, no trouble. Again, I wasn't awake for the first one, but the second one, no trouble at all. I didn't even hear it, which is, for a maiden girl, is amazing. Go, you clean your kitten. We're going to leave you in peace and we'll come back when you're a bit more settled. I thought I'd show all the people how amazing you are. Okay, good girl. Oh, she wouldn't leave them, so I've given her some food in the nest. Big fat babies, and I think they're both girls. Good girl, it's okay. You eat some food. I've just mixed some Royal Canin mother and baby cat up with some water. So we've got another warm day. It's not super warm, but it's warm enough, and I need to keep her hydrated, especially if she's not going to leave them. I'm pretty sure they've both latched on. Good girl, Meimei. I'll change the blanket when she does come out, but I don't think she's going to leave them anytime soon. Okay, hi everybody. I don't have the best news, but I thought best to keep you on the loop, sort of show you breedings. Not all sunshine and rainbows. So we're on the next day. Just giving Meimei some very sloppy mousse, and she's growling because of the smell of the mousse. I don't know, it's a bit odd. Now, I remember when the second kitten was born, I thought it might have aspirated birth fluid, and they were both born about the same size, and I really thought they'd both latched on. Both very strong, big fat kittens. Now later yesterday afternoon, I noticed one of them had a slight funny sound to its breathing, almost like a rattle, and I thought, oh gosh, it's, you know, pneumonia or it's aspirated or something. Anyway, so it's all right, doll. I had a look in its mouth, and unfortunately she has a full cleft palate, which means the top of the roof of her mouth is missing, and there's really not anything you can do with baby animals this size. Sometimes people, like children, can have it and they can do an operation, but yeah, with kittens this size you can't operate on that. So sadly we are going to have to take her into the vet. I'm just letting her settle. So that was last night. The other awkward thing is that she has or had very compacted stools. So I suspect she's just been in here, hasn't passed any stools at all, and I have been syringing water in and obviously giving her this sloppy mash, but yeah, she's had a very stuck stool back end. With little kittens I can actually fix that, but with a big cat it's much more difficult. Sorry about that, ran out of storage, had to go and unload a ton of stuff off the phone. Hello sausage, you poor thing. Sorry, where was I? Yeah, we're gonna have to I probably should have watched that other clip to see where I was cut off, but anyway, we're just making sure she is eating well. I'm syringing water in. She's not real keen to leave the nest. But we'll yeah, we'll get her to a vet and get her back end checked out. Hey, possum? For someone who had such an easy birth, yeah, this, I'm not sure what you call it, just impaction or just very, yeah, hard compacted stool at the back, so can't be comfortable. But most important thing, keep her hydrated. She's very happy to be in there, feed her kitten. Yeah, good job. Good job. All right, we'll check in a bit later. Good morning, everybody. Hello to Meimei and her kitten. Yeah, sadly the other little girl isn't with us anymore. So she just has the one singleton, which I think at an early guess looks like a seal bicolour. Oh, she's still got that grub on her chin. I haven't cleaned it off because I don't want to disturb her too much, but I will do that when she comes out. So her single kitten is doing really well. Big fat girl, really pleased. She's an amazing mother. So it sort of makes up a little bit because it is a bit sad. And I was talking to a friend, and it's never easy to lose kittens, but it is a little harder when it's a smaller litter like this. And she's such a good mum. She would do so well with like 3 or 4 babies. But anyway, you're such a good girl. Look at this big fat kitten. And I think this kitten has a white ear, so she's going to be very distinctive. Look at your big eyes. So we'll follow her progress. I will probably oh, off she hops. See that white ear? It's on the other ear. So we do have another litter due on around the 12th, 13th, which is Cupcake. She's having another litter this season. So we might I'll release this video, but we might even combine the videos of these 2 litters, or maybe not. I don't know. If you'd like more videos out, I can just do individual videos of Meimei and her daughter together. I mean, that might be nice. But I will follow Cupcake's litter as well. And then we have Etna due afterwards. So it's going to be a busy few months. You okay? Oh, her compacted stool situation, thankfully, is all fixed. We didn't have to go to the vet in the end. I spoke to my vet, and she gave her a laxative, and she was able to just clear it out herself, which is great. And I think she's a lot more comfortable now, which is good. Certainly not something I've had happen before, so glad it's all sorted. Oh, see if I can give you there's the little white ear. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this kitten's a seal like Dad. Oh, you're so happy. You're so happy with your grubby chin. Anyway, we'll leave her to be with her kitten. I have some bodies to shuffle around. Cupcake's getting set up in her room today. And yeah, lots of domestic chores. I've been so focused on these two that, yeah, I have a lot to do, a lot of trays and cleaning and household stuff. Anyway, I'll check in again tomorrow. I'm going to wait until this kitten is a week old. We're probably going to give her a name quite early, you know, being the only one, and we'll follow her progress. So yeah, any name suggestions, please feel welcome to drop a comment below, but we'll catch up again soon. Hello everybody. I think it's about a day since our last clip, and we have Meimei here and her daughter, who I believe is a seal bicolour. You can see she has the tiniest little bit of white on her ear. So pretty cute, pretty distinctive. And yeah, she's doing really well. She's very, very fat. She has the milk bar all to herself. So she is like an inflated balloon. There we go. Meimei's doing well. Any weird compacted stool issues are long in the past, so she's completely recovered from that. We didn't actually have to get any vet intervention. She passed it on her own, which is great. We're going to toilet that kitten right in front of us. Well, for educational purposes, this is how little kittens get toileted. Mama does it. But we won't film that. Oh, you can see her cute little white ear. Yes, that's your paw, and that's your kitten. Good gal. She's a really good mother. She spent the first 3 days pretty much not leaving the cave at all. And then just in the last couple of days, she's probably spent more time out of it than in there. And her kitten pretty much just curls up among the blankets. We're sort of just playing it by ear. It's been a really long time since I've had a singleton. And the main difficulty is making sure they keep warm, or they keep like a healthy temperature, because kittens this age can't regulate their own body temperatures. Normally they would sleep in a pile. Like if there were 4 kittens, they'd all sleep in a pile. And the next litter I have, I'm pretty sure there's more than one, so I'll make sure I put that in. But normally there's a pile of kittens and they keep each other warm that way. With only one, it can be a little trickier. But Meimei's been pretty good. She keeps her warm, and I found that she just snuggles into the blanket when Meimei's not in there. So we haven't had any issues. I will also add that the temperature here is quite warm, so we don't have like the issue of super cold nights or cold days, or you know, overly hot days either. It's pretty consistent this time of year. So she's doing well, growing. Gorgeous. And Meimei's doing well, drinking, eating. She has lots of milk. Her milk will adjust for the kitten's needs probably after the first week. So we probably won't see as massive amount of gains each day, but so far so good. She's had a great start. Yes, good girl, and all going well. Yes, you're very pretty. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else, but that's probably it. I'm going to do a week-old update. This is probably going to be the last clip of this birthing video. If there's any questions at all, please drop a comment. I will have a new video up on the Goldies soon. It's a bit of a all over the place at the moment. We've just had so much on. And I'll have an update out on Cupcake, who is our next mummy due to have her kittens. Good girl, Meimei. We'll catch up with everybody soon. You say goodbye, little kitten. Hopefully we have a name for you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, there's her face. There we go.